Hey Aries, and welcome to your May 2018 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to give you guys hopefully another amazing reading for your month ahead. There's currently a thunderstorm going on as I record this reading, and I just felt that I needed to do Aries reading. If I heard the thunder, and I'm like, okay, it's time to do Aries. So if you hear that in the background, hopefully it is not too overwhelming. I do feel like this month is kind of a thunderstorm for you. I feel that you are also in the eye of the storm type of energy as well. It's different for different Aries. Your time of the year was really good. Your April time of the year, and you've seen a lot. You've seen a lot of what you need to be and understood a lot of how you need to move forward, and that might have surprised you. Because I do feel that there's a strong, like, unexpected storm. You don't have the tower, so it's not really that type of storm, but it's a very active sensory experience, I feel, made to be, and it generates a lot of your path for the future. So really pay attention to what's around here. You're very emotionally activated, which is different for you. I mean, not that Aries is not an emotional sign. You are a cardinal fire sign, so you have a lot of forward direction. So sometimes the emotional activation comes at more still points of your life. That means that you can really be like hit by a train of emotional energy, and it can make you feel a little bit anxious, a little bit weak. I feel that all Aries to some extent in May are in some kind of mourning or some kind of grievance. Basically, it feels that you are looking at what's gone wrong, but it also feels like you're learning from it very quickly and moving on, and that's the most important thing, the ability to move on and learn the lessons, as always for you, while still maintaining your emotional vulnerabilities. Aries can struggle this way, like when you're being the pioneer, when you're moving forward, when you're like on your goals and aspirations, sometimes you lose that emotional kick that a lot of people are not aware within you, not aware of within you. And this is definitely a month where you benefit from keeping your heart on your sleeve to the people who matter. Ace of Cups is your central theme this month, so it's an incredible month to find new love. You also have Two of Cups as well, so the one and the two and three and four of Cups. Wow, check out that, and Page of Cups. Check out the sort of chronological order that you have there. Oh my gosh, one, two, three, four, and five of cups. You have the first five cups cards in your reading, Aries. That's incredible. An incredible emotional journey and emotional evolution for you this month. They're all kind of in the same sector, all in the second half of May. So the first half of May, to me, for you, truly is um, a piercing type of energy. Something pierces your heart, or something reactivates your emotional sensors to really evolve and transform how that is for you. Because I do feel like Aries has had a lot of uncomfortable experiences of emotion, especially like while Saturn was in Sag and trining you. Obviously, you've had Uranus in your sign for a very long time. Pluto's going retrograde in Capricorn. So for those of you Aries at like middle degrees, there's a lot of energy to feel and to sustain, and lots of transformative nature Plutonian energy, feeling like it's coming from unexpected places, feeling a little bit reversed. So it's so important for you to check in with yourself this month, more so for you than anyone else, I feel, with all that cups energy, to not be distracted or disoriented by the needs or wants of other people, but to gently integrate with others while maintaining your independence and your solidarity of self. The only major arcana, well, you have two major arcana. You have the Emperor and the Fool this month. The Emperor is very much an Aries type of energy, and that's feeling in reverse. So something about you at your core, something about your own nature is changing, is flipped. So you might be kind of shocked at yourself, and that might be why you're needing all of this time within, is because you are changing, basically. Pluto retrograde, especially for you, like middle degree Aries, and also, Uranus changing sign as well this month, going from your sign of Aries into Taurus. It won't be there for long though, so huge changes, huge, uh, just self actualizing events I feel happening too. So through any type of unexpected dilemmas or conundrums that you might face, you really do understand where your power is and how you've actually thrived in ways that you didn't realize. Because there's also an incredible new idea this month too, I feel, with Ace of Swords. An incredible new awakening and intellectual property. So for those of you who are like writers or business people, it feels like you get right in the beginning of May an incredible dose of like how to move forward, how to start over. And just to go ahead and get into the week to week, that first week, the Fool rooted down by Ace of Swords, such an incredible new beginning Wow. So you've had your solar return by now. You've gotten the energy back. It's been your time of the year, and that could have been a bit delayed for some of you. Um, yeah, it's starting to rain really hard here. That could have been a little bit delayed for some of you. You feel that you almost got like rained out of your solar deposit, but it feels that it comes here in the first week of May. So definitely look around and think, what do I need to see here? What do I need to see and experience in this first week of May to um, start over? Because you haven't quite until now, and you might have thought you did, but that could have been a bit false. So how have you kind of tricked yourself with new beginnings? You will know how you need to start here. Try to not force it. Try to not over calculate it. Beautiful, beautiful energy in that first week. Old stuff is not good. Old people, old experiences, things of the past, don't go down that route here. You are so supported for the new in the beginning. Also, just having like two aces in your reading, both upright, you're very blessed and supported by the universe to start over. New relationships, new ideas, new journeys. Okay, don't let your over structured, because like Saturn and Pluto are both, and Mars are kind of like squaring some of you. Not all Aries, but some Aries. So you might feel like this need to be like, okay, I've got to plan this out. I've got to outline this. I've got to be organized about this. I've got to know what I'm doing. You have to, but you also have to embrace something that deals with faith and deals with a spontaneity as well. So that integration becomes important. Week number 2, you guys have the Emperor reversed, rooted down by Page of Cups. So really battling between your like walls to the rest of the world versus how you like vulnerably interact with people is a big thing for you right now. How do you connect with strangers? How do you connect with loved ones? Is there a difference there? Is it very similar? It feels like you are gaining a new type of connection with people. So think about that. Think about how you connect. How do you appear? Not necessarily for the sake of like how you're looking, but I feel like a lot of power is in Aries to understand how they're coming off and what they're choosing to project. It feels like you have so much ability to project a lot for many different people. So, for example, if you're very upset about something one day, even if you're acting kind, it can really attack other people, like just randomly. Also, you can, it's like just your words and your connection to other people really changes them. So be aware of that power and try to use that responsibly. It does feel like some Aries could be a bit manipulative during this time as well. So careful with that. Jupiter is retrograde in Scorpio, so it's not a very supportive time, but you do feel like you can accomplish a lot through that. But it comes back in the future. It feels like things which are dark or occlusive right now have a strong chapter ahead in the future, but it kind of cuts off right now. So think about how you can separate a little bit from people, learn how to project with yourself, and then start to connect with others. This also could be an authority figure in your life in the second week. Who is above you? How is your hierarchical system in life treating you in the second week of May? It feels like there may need to be some changes there, like the responsibilities and who has control and power over you. So control versus vulnerability is a big thing as well. Third week, Five of Cups rooted down by Four of Cups. It's not bad. I like the chronological order there. It does say that some of these very difficult things that you've gone through or grief-ridden aspects of life are being worked through. There is something that you need to face with that, though, in this week, in the third week of May. What makes you grieve? What makes you want to separate yourself from other people? That's very alone type of energy, solitude, both of them, and kind of dreary as well. So you've had such a wonderful, bright solar experience in the beginning of May, and things start to feel a bit more gloomy, it feels like, towards the end, because you're probably realizing how much power you actually have and the responsibility that comes with that. This can be hard for Aries because you know the power is there, but then to really take it in your hands and work with it makes you commit a lot, and Aries can worry about commitment. Especially if you're not sure of the outcome. So try to think about outcomes in the third week. Like, what does this actually do? Don't fool yourself there, because it feels like you could be setting up a cycle for disappointment if you're not really thinking about the long-term value of things. In the fourth week, Three of Cups, you're down by Two of Cups. I really love that. It feels like you've worked through it and kind of gone backwards in a good way. So we have all this retrograde energy in May. How can you go backwards in a good way? What did you pass by too quickly? What bypassed you? It feels like by going back and looking at that, there's a lot of validation to be had, which is not good for too long because it kind of deconstructs the ego. But allow yourself some validation in the end of May. Like, allow people to congratulate you, celebrate something, your successes. Make sure you're around people who are enticed by your successes and congratulate you versus feel like jealous or envious and be mean to you. It does feel like you might be dealing with envious or jealous people in May, but it's not much. It's just like a seasoning of jealousy. It's not really your main thing right now. Also, in the fourth week, you can definitely have a soulmate connection for those of you who are single. You can definitely meet somebody incredible. Ace of Cups is your central theme, so that's what it's all about this month. First and foremost is your like a chemical health as a person. So where are your emotions? Where are your reactions? How are they tied to your world? Making that more healthy and balanced first and foremost, but also the potential of falling in love and, experiencing that really high vibrating spectrum that allows that, higher level love come in is so possible for May. And also the possibility for transformation of relationships which you're not sure about. So if you've been in the relationship for a while and you're like, it's not quite there, you can definitely transform that here. If you have like someone meeting you halfway with like Two of Cups, you can't do it by yourself, but if the other person wants to do it, it feels like a wonderful month for people in quite long-term relationships to really rise above what has been inhibiting them. And overall, a wonderful month for you to become more emotionally healthy and more chemically healthy as well. So lots of water, strong alkaline diet sounds good. Detoxing, getting your body functioning to a level where you can experience things which you might not have realized were actually wonderful until you're healthy enough to perceive them. So anyway, Aries, a very defining month for you, very feeling month, different for Aries. But I'm wishing you so much love and luck. If you guys would like to book a private reading with me, that's in the center of your screen. You can also subscribe to my channel or check out your year ahead video. Your likes and comments make my day. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon. Those links are in the description box below. Much love. Leave me a comment. We'll talk soon. Bye.